All right, this is the extra example video. Again, it's optional and fast forward is available, okay? So this is just in case you're not getting this adding linear expression stuff. I wanted to create extra videos just to help you. You don't have to watch it, but this is just to help you and to help study for tests and such. All right, so let's take a look at some examples. Again, all of my videos always start easy and then they become a little bit more challenging as the questions go on. Now, in class, we may or may not have done algebra tiles. In this examples, I'm not going to use algebra tiles. I'm just going to use adding linear expressions in a different way. All right, so first and foremost, again, we have two parentheses and we're adding this stuff together here. And so if you look outside the parenthesis, there's nothing here. There really is just a 1. Okay, just like over here, there's a positive 1. And when I distribute a 1, it doesn't change anything. So I can almost rewrite this as negative x, positive 6, and then I also have a negative 4x and a positive 8, okay, because it's 1 times that. Now, I could do this a couple of different ways, and I'll just show you the first way. The first way is if I say, hey, these two here are like terms, and I can combine those like terms together, right? Combine them together, and I find out that negative 1x and negative 4x is negative 5x. Then I would realize that 6 and 8, those are both like terms, right? I'm just showing you a different way here. I can add that and get 14. And so that would be my final answer. Another way you can think about this, and I'll just kind of write it over here, is this. At this point, I had negative x plus 6, right? That was the original one. And I'm adding to that a negative 4 and a positive 8, negative 4x. And if I go down vertically here, 6 plus 8, that's my 14, positive 14. Negative 1x and negative 4x is negative 5x. You'll notice that either way, it is the same answer. Okay, so whatever works for you better, go for it. Sometimes people like to think linearly like this, or they like to think down like that. It's going to get you the same answer. Okay, here's my next example. All right, so my next example, kind of similar to the one above it. Once again, remember, there's 1 in front of this. There's a 1. So nothing of this is going to change. I'm going to go directly to this example here. And I'm going to say, hey, look, negative 3x plus 6. And to that, I'm going to add to it an 11x and a negative 4. Okay, so by adding to it, it does not change either of these signs. It's still going to be a positive 11, and this is going to still be a negative 4. If I go straight down, I can add those terms together. I get 2 over here, and that's a positive 2. Over here, I get negative 3x plus 11x as a positive 11. And so if I get 8x as my final answer. Okay. Again, if I would have done it differently, negative 3x, positive 6, a positive 11x, and a negative 4. And then when in combined terms, right, you would still get your same work. You'd still get your 8x, and then you'd still get your 6 minus 4, would still give you the positive 2, just like that. Okay, so either way, you still get the same answer. All right, so let's crank it up a notch. Let's go something more a little difficult. All right, a little more challenging. It's not really that difficult, but it's challenging. So why is it challenging? Well, because this time I have a number in front of a parenthesis. So this time I actually have to distribute. Okay, this one over here, remember, this is just like my Ninja 1 here, right? There is a 1, and it's not going to do anything to it, right? Neither of those are going to change. So over here, I'm going to change this to 18x, and 9 negative 4s is negative 36. Over here, 1 times a negative x is just negative x, and then 1 times 10 is 10. All right, so let's try lining them up vertically. 18x and a negative 36. There's my variable term. This is my constant. And then negative x and positive 10. Here's my variable term. Here's my constant. I can go straight down and get negative 26 and a 17x, and that would be my answer. Same is true if I just went back over here and I said, hey, these two are alike, and 18 minus 1 is 17, and also these two are alike because they're both constants, and when I take negative 36 and add 10, I get negative 26. And so you'll notice that those are the same there. All right. I've got, I think, one more example for you. Yeah, let's try one more here. All right, so let's say I have this shape here. It's a trapezoid, looks like to me, right? Because I have two sides that are the same, and these two look like they're parallel. Anyway, I want to find the perimeter, and perimeter means to go around a shape, and I forgot to put this as feet. So all these are in feet, but we don't know something. We don't know x. So in order to find perimeter, I'm going to add all this stuff up together. So here's the first way I can do this. I can go 8x plus 5. There's the variable term. There's the constant. Then I go, I'm going to add this side, 6x plus 2. 6x variable term, 2 is the constant. I'm going to add a 4x. That one doesn't have a constant, so I'll leave that blank. And then again, 6x plus 2. All right. And then I can add straight down. That's 7. That's 9. Positive. 8x plus 6x. That's 14. Another 4. 18. And then I get 24x. And that would be the expression to show my entire perimeter. So that's one way of doing it. Other ways, if I wrote it out, horizontally here, say, hey, there's that one. And then on top of that, I'm going to add the other side. And on top of that, I'm going to add the bottom part. And then I'll squeeze this in over here and add in 6x plus 2. You could do that. And then, get rid of your parentheses if you want. And you say, hey, and I'm only doing this extra work just to kind of show you visually that it's, you could do it this way as well. And you say, all right, look, I've got an 8x, I got a 6x, a 4x, and a 6x. All that stuff is going to combine together. So again, I'm going to do the same thing. 8x plus 6x is 14, 18, 19, 24. So I get 24x. And then I come over here to the constants and I say, hey, I've got a 5, I've got a 2, and I've got a 2. A 5, a 2, and a 2. If I add all that stuff up together, I get 9. And there's my final answer. So that's how we add linear expressions, just like that. All right, hopefully that was helpful. I know the video is long, but you can fast forward through all you need to, and hopefully this will help you study. See ya.